Hello everyone, I'm Alicia. In my daisy chain stitch tutorial, I wore this ring, and I meant to show how to close the daisy chain stitch up so it can be made into a ring. But I forgot, so later on after I uploaded the video, I just took pictures of how to do it and I posted it on my Facebook page. But if you're not on my Facebook page, you haven't seen that. So I'm just going to show you guys how to close up the daisy chain stitch into a ring. Now, I'm not going to do the daisy chain stitch all over again because I already have a tutorial on that. So if you don't know how to do the daisy chain stitch, go to my tutorial. I'll leave a link in the description bar below the video and watch that. Now, here are the materials you're going to need to make the ring. You're going to need 3 feet of 6-pound Fireline, size 10 beading needle, and 11-aught seed beads. Let's get started. So I have my stitch worked up, and I wrapped it around my finger, and it fits perfectly. Now, in order to close this band up, we have to make sure that we have a flower at each end, and what we're going to do is put a leaf in between the flowers to connect it. So to make this easier for you to see, I have this dowel here, and I'm just going to wrap this around it so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so if you set your flowers here, you could see that we have 1 seed bead at the top on both flowers and 1 seed bead at the bottom. Then we have 2 seed beads on the sides of my flowers. My string is exiting out the bottom of this seed bead, and I'm going to pick up 1 green seed bead and go up through this purple seed bead. Just like this. Now I'm going to pick up another green seed bead, and I'm going to go up through this purple one right here, the top one. Now I have to add 1 more green seed bead. I'm going to pick it up, and I'm going to add it right here, and I have to go down through these 2 purple ones. Just like this, and that closes up the 2 flowers. So I took my ring off the dowel, and now my string on both sides are exiting right across from each other. So now what we have to do is take my needle, and I'm going to go up to the bottom of this green seed bead. Now when we go to tie our tail off, we're going to have to take our tail and either go up through this green bead or down through the purple one, because we're going to be adding a seed bead right in here in this gap, and it would not look right if we took the string and went through that seed bead that's going in this direction above it. So now we have to fill in all these gaps, and doing this makes our ring band a lot firmer. I'm just going to pick up 1 seed bead and go through this purple, just like that. Seed bead, go through the purple. Try to keep both ends tight so your ring doesn't loosen up. Now I'm just going to go the entire side of this ring, adding these little 11-aught seed beads in the gaps. One at a time. So just like you did when I was doing the bracelet or anklet. So just continue filling in all these gaps until you get to the other side where you're right here, and I'll show you what to do when you get there. So here I am now. I went and did this whole side, and I'm up right here. And what we have to do, keep this string over here taut, is I'm going to pick up 1 seed bead, and we have to fill in this gap. I'm going to go through this green seed bead right here, pull it nice and snug, pull this side too. Now we have this. I'm going to take my string, exiting out this green seed bead, and I'm going to go up through these two purple seed beads. Now I have to reposition my string. So I'm just going to go through this purple one right here. Now we're ready to add our seed beads. If we didn't go through this seed bead here, our string would be going this direction. So we need it to go this way so we can add our green seed beads. So now we're going to add our seed beads the same way we did on the other side. Just like this. One in every gap, and you should have 3 green seed beads at the top. So if you want to go back and check your work before you tie it off, you should have 3 green at the top and bottom, and then the purples are in between mine. So keep on going, filling in this side of the stitch, and I'll tell you what to do once you get to the end. So I kept on going, and I filled all the seed beads in on this side. And now this here is my tail, exiting out the purple, and this here is my working thread, and my working thread is going down in this direction. I'm going to pick up my last green seed bead, and I have to go through this purple one right here. Now that gap is filled in. Now I have to take my needle and go through these 2 purple ones like this. Then I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to go this way through this petal bead up. So exiting out of these 2 purples, going through this one. I'm not going to go through the one that's stacked on top of it. So this thread is ready to tie half hitch knots on the sides. In this one, we have to get to either come out this petal bead or this one. We cannot go through the one above it. Now I'm going to show you how to tie the half hitch knots. So exiting out of this purple seed bead here, I'm going to take my needle and run it underneath of this green one, and I have to catch this thread. There's 2 threads there, and I'm trying to catch the one that's closest to the edge. And I got it. Okay. Pull my needle through and make a loop. Now I have to go through this loop twice and pull it down. Pull it tight. I'm going to go through this green seed bead, and I'm going to tie another knot under the seed bead again, and I have to catch this single thread, and I caught it. Make the loop, go through the loop twice. Pull it down, there's a knot. I'm going to go through the next seed bead, under this green seed bead. I have to find the thread again. Careful you don't grab both. Okay, so I got the one. I'm going to make a loop. Then I'm going to go through the loop twice. Pull it down. Pull it tight. I'm going to go through the next one. So, keep on going, tying your half hitch knots on this side until you get maybe haven't like barely any thread left. If you can't pass through anymore because your thread is so short, then stop and do the same thing on this side. But remember, we're exiting out of these 2 petal beads right here, and we need to either go through this green one because it's circular right here, that stitch was where we're going a circle motion, or you have to come out and go through this one because this one also is circle. So you cannot pass through this green one because it's going in this direction. So you have to go through this one because it's at an angle, and this one's also at an angle. I hope that makes sense. So do the same thing on this side, tying your half hitch knots. This is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please like this video, comment down below, subscribe to me if you haven't subscribed yet so you can see more of my videos, and follow me on Facebook. Thanks for watching.